This is an IKEA brand 534381 Elmhult, Sweden. This is the gaming chair that I'll be using for future videos. See, what I don't like about my other gaming chair is that it is too cozy and it makes me go to sleep. When it comes to taking back Hoover Dam along with the NCR, there is no time for sleeping. It has a plastic surface, ideal for avoiding any sorts of butt sweat, unlike leather, which your ass sticks to it. It becomes all stinky. This chair can hold up all of your weight. You can put things on it. It can act as a table. Honestly, it is a one in all pack. Alright, you can't lean back and relax or else you are going to fall down and hit the floor and have a concussion. Legs straight together, looking at the game. Alright, those gamer corpos. They want us to waste our beloved money on their overly expensive racing car chairs made out of leather, so your ass is gonna stick to it and your back is gonna stick to it because you're gaming in your underwear, but apparently you're not supposed to game in your underwear because you have to game in style, because you have to be cool, because only cool people game with clothes on. Well, you can take back Hoover Dam naked. Because of its high product, cheap cost, and for some reason throughout all these years it hasn't even broken once. Because you can go side to side on this. My dad said it was made by clowns, but there are some honest clowns because most of us don't have the money to buy a gaming chair. Because the gamer corpos, they only want rich customers. Which I insist the IKEA gaming chair, if you are of poverty state, povertous state, the gaming stool is for you and recommended for you. If you want to keep up your back and avoid it having a cracking with crackers, I insist the gaming stool is for you. I could barely move around with this, but now I can just attach it to my ass, walk around wherever I want to, and still sit down without ever having it unstick from my ass. I got scared by a lot of things. And when I meant a lot of things, I was scared of a lot of things. I mean, sure, I was curious to try things out, but those things were scary as hell. My number one thing I remember being scared of is, you know Teletubbies? You know that sun that comes up and it has that baby's face on it? I would hide behind the couch every time that thing came up. I would hide inside another room. What kind of sicko thinks green screening a baby's face onto a sun is intelligent? I mean, I get that the entire show is just a fever dream. I only watched like maybe one. That only popped up maybe once or twice. But you know what? The baby's face was scary because I'm still talking about it to this day. But that's just an example, a title example, so I don't look like a complete idiot starting off the video instantly. Because that's not what you do in YouTube. Because what kind of YouTube watcher has a short attention span like that? When I was little, I used to also like watching Smosh. This was one video that literally scared the hell out of me. Like, this traumatized me for life. This is stuff that would cause military veterans to rethink the entire war. God, I suck at examples. I am entering deadly territory. I'm heading back to the thing that caused me to be unable to sleep for about 1 week. That's a lot in the perspective of the parents.
What the frick is this ugly thing?
Talking about molester moon?
This was a terrible horror movie satire. Purposely, deliberately terrible. That's why they pulled out the flashlight. But apparently, a silly topic like that was powerful enough to frighten 7, 8, 9-year-old me. Basically, if you send a friend like... So then the foreign guy proceeds to do that same thing because of curiosity. And then he received a message. Oh no, it doesn't make sense. God, now that I think about it, they sure did put a lot of effort into this. No wonder why I was so scared of it when I was little. Fried feet horse, pie up chicken. Now that I read the comments, I see that this is not a thing that I was specifically afraid of. Goddamn Australian weather. Well, then I don't have to explain it all that well, because everybody's just gonna relate to me. It's crazy how most kids won't know how good it felt coming home from school to see a new smosh vid uploaded.
I remember being legitimately terrified of that emoji as a kid because of this video.
I did not realize how appropriate this was as a 10-year-old League of Legends. I can't believe I used to run around as a kid screaming, I'm gonna molest you as nobody found it concerned. Because of their old friend died, Andy and Ian decided to get a new friend. This one is a lot less stupider, I think. Then they added a female character, and then she does that. And then she does this. Now here's a funny thing. I told my mother everything about this video. I told her every single detail and how it scared me so much. I was legitimately terrified. I was creeped out by this. I thought the molester was actually going to come for me. While I was unsuspecting, it was just going to come at me from behind. On my ass. Day to day. Non-stop tension. My mom saw the entirety of the video, including that scene that I just showed you. It's important for plot. I remember her telling me this was her favorite scene. Maybe she was concerned about that scene. While she was looking at it in the car, I just had my eyes closed because I was so scared. Anyways, because this is 9 years ago and you're allowed to do stuff like this, she decides to take a sleep in the bathtub. And then she does the unthinkable. Oh, that transition screen. God damn it. Anyways, now because they're arguing, they're going to send each other the molester moon. If you send somebody the moon, then they die, or is it if somebody sends you the moon, if you send them the moon, then you're gonna die? Is it... This is hard. Dad, car, feet, tree, thumbs up. Dad, drive, feet, pine, finger. Soon moon.
I'm gonna molest you!
This wasn't goofy at all when I was little. Matter of fact, this was the scariest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I had my eyes closed, I had my ears peeled, I turned down the volume. This was genuinely terrifying. This is by far my favorite sequence when I reviewed this later when I was like 12. And I realized how goofy I was being scared of such silly things. Andy and Ian stumbled around so much that they almost died. But thankfully the moon was too fat to fit in the door. His moons were too big. Get it? Cause it's his ass cheeks. God, I suck at comedy. Now, this
sleepover ever.
I think there's gonna be a jump. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a jump scare from now on. That was a final blow. That was a dealing blow that killed me. I was dead. I was dead on the floor. I was so scared. I slept like a well, I didn't sleep like a cockroach. Legs up in the air. Arms stiffening. Blood erecting. Ow. Ah. Ah. The IKEA stool. Excellent for your video making needs. I didn't sleep like a cockroach though. I slept like a cockroach in my parents' room. Cause I moved there cause I was scared of the molester moon. Cause apparently my parents are gonna save me from getting molested. I did not know what molestation meant when I was little. I thought that was like another word like massacred, manipulated, or minimiscerated, eviscerated, ejaculated. I camped in my parents' bedroom for 1 week, and I never, ever touched the emoji section, in case I might accidentally type the molester moon button 3 times. But I got close. I was fooling around with my iPad. I was an iPad kid. Everyone was an iPad kid. I watched this as a kid and didn't know what molest meant. Crazy how we watched this as children. Any moon-shaped object I saw when I was a kid, I thought of that moon. I thought of that moon. Even the sun. The sun kind of scared me. Which was quite ironic, because I absolutely loved the moon when I was little. I would just point at it. Oh, it's the moon! Mommy, it's the moon! You're so sexy. Ah! Wait, I can do this, yeah, I did my own molester jump scare. When I told my mom about the scary video that I was so scared of, she watched it, and we were in the car because we were going to this institute, which was supposed to diagnose my autism, and she used that as an example to diagnose my autism. I was diagnosed with autism. It's Igelknytt, and it's really cool. This is what I'm doing, like, for outro or whatever. Yeah, it's cool. Look at my beat. I don't own it and all, but it's cool. The end.